Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my first game with the Revoker. As you can see on screen, I have 0 Crucible kills with it at this time. And I end up having a really good game with both a lot of highlights and also a wee round medal streak. And the first highlight is coming up right here. You're going to see my very first kill with Revoker, and bam, there it is. A beautiful jump shot, because I did put a Icarus grip mod on my Revoker. And this is because of its perk kind of bringing back your ammo after a couple seconds if you miss. And I figured since that perk is available, I'm going to take a lot more risky shots. So going for some mid-air jump shots, no scopes, stuff like that, just cool things that I'm trying to do with the weapon. And I actually managed to do quite a few of those in my first game in this video. And also about this game a little bit, I wasn't expecting to record anything on it. I just kind of got the Revoker late last night and decided I wanted to try it out for one game, see how it felt. And I didn't even know that I had the face cam on and I wasn't recording audio or anything, so I'm just kind of awkwardly chilling in the corner there. But yeah, my journey to get the Revoker wasn't, I'd say, easier to get than like the Recluse or Luna's Howl, because I just had to get to Fabled for those, and I actually ended up getting to like Fabled 3 for this. Because I only lost about 4 or 5 games all the way up to like 3,300, and I probably started the season something like 18-1. And I will have a game showing off a competitive match where I absolutely went off and had like 41 elims. So that'll be a video on my channel coming up in a couple days. But regardless of that, what I was saying was that it didn't feel like the road to getting Revoker wasn't easier than in the past. But personally, I felt like it was way less aggravating to play competitive to get up to get Revoker. Because I remember on my route to Fabled to get Recluse and Luna's Howl, I was never very pleased playing. I was always pretty angry and just didn't really enjoy the experience on the way up, even though I was still winning majority of my games, probably with Luna's probably like 85% of them. Recluse maybe like 70%, 75%, but I was always getting pretty angry, and I didn't really have that problem as much this time around. I'm gonna say that it's probably because of the Luna's Howl nerf, and so the meta's a little bit more mixed up. You actually see people sniping in competitive a little bit, there's some fusion rifles too, and it's not just only Luna's shotgun. There is still some of that, but just not entirely. So competitive is actually feeling quite a bit better, in my opinion, but still something that I'm probably not going to do too much of. And I'm curious if that's the case for you guys too. Let me know if you find competitive to be a bit more fun to play now, and if your trip to getting Revoker was a little more enjoyable than kind of the previous weapons. And also the quest kind of makes it so losing is a little bit more okay. You know, it's all about how much glory you gain in the end, and so if you lose and have some setbacks, that doesn't really matter for your quest progress. So mentally that could help it a little bit as well, but I kind of knew that I was gonna just have to play more anyway. Also, to talk about the Revoker itself a little bit, I actually really like this sniper rifle after the one game I've played with it. I saw a lot of complaints about it, saying that its handling wasn't good enough, it wasn't scoping in fast enough, but I actually didn't find that to be the case at all, probably because I had enhanced sniper rifle targeting on my helmet, which greatly improves the target acquisition as well as the scoping speed. So my sniper's a little souped up for that reason, and maybe a little bit better than some other people that have tried it or made videos on it. And the scope also just felt fantastic to use. I really like that scope. I'd say it's up there with the scope of Beloved for best scope in the game. And speaking of Beloved, as gray as it is, I kind of like the archetype of the Revoker more. It's really nice to have that high body damage, and I'd prefer to have that than being kind of stuck in the middle with the Beloved archetype, where it doesn't have the fastest double body speed and it doesn't have the most body damage. So I kind of prefer the Revoker archetype. It's just a bummer that it only has 3 rounds. But anyway, this video is kind of wrapping up here. Hope you enjoyed watching the highlights throughout this one. I went on a tear with this Recluse Revoker pairing, and I feel like I might make a video on it, or at least use it some in the future because it was a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see that in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you later.